Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ironside cast with me, Matt. We have a 1v1 for you all here on Crossroads. It's a little bit of a classic because we have two very skilled players up against each other. Representing Mthis today, we have Nubby Gops. Representing the server today, we have Muro. These two players have fought very good 1v1s against each other. So I suspect we might see a pretty good match here, potentially. And on Crossroads too, that means there's not going to be a lot of distance between the fights. They're going to run into each other very quickly. Looks like Nubby Gops going straight up for propaganda tactics for the Mthis, getting for some Volkssturm after getting the Sturmgrenadiers. And looks like Muro has gone for shock, so we might see some pretty intense action. Oh, so apparently Sturm Pioneers don't have conditions spurned anymore. I guess they've changed that. With the Sturmgrenadiers moving about, and we also have some Volkssturm coming out. Much cheaper alternative unit if you're playing as propaganda tactics. Some German militia late in the war, young men and boys and very old men from the First World War generally. People that are generally not considered viable for military service, but were forced into it. Nazis were pretty weird like that at the end of the war. And we have some Fontoviki. It looks like Muro's going for a quality-based Soviet army rather than just quantity, because Fontoviki are a lot better than conscripts. They can actually take the fight to German infantry generally. Also, the Volkssturm took some shots on some sappers there. But the sappers can just move about, so it's not that big of a deal. That's going to lower the amount of troops that Muro can get in the field early on, because Fontoviki are not cheap compared to conscripts. So I think they cost the basic amount as all other factions infantry. They're 240. Oh, we went for a Maxim afterwards. Oh. Because Maxim early on is pretty handy to have. A machine gun is a machine gun. Barbed wire with sandbags, good to see. Bring some negative cover, preventing that barbed wire from being used from that angle. The Volkssturm have just been ordered to hold this area. Ooh, we have some cover clearing going on. Muro is planning ahead. Versus some more Sturmgrenadiers coming into the field. So far the battlefield looks somewhat even. Neither side is willing to make a push for the center yet. We have the Maxim coming onto the field. Manned by some shock troopers. Unique if you're playing as Shock Division. They come with shock trooper crews, which is pretty damn good. Can be equipped with body armors too, I think, for 30 munitions. Really improves their survivability actually. Should not be underestimated. Looks like the building is being used in the center. That was trying to push up in the Sturm Pioneers and the Sturmgrenadiers, but they're pretty damn good. We're just advancing with a grenades thrown. That's actually pretty cheeky. Problem is the Fontoviki are getting some shots from that structure. And they can throw grenades towards the structure now, if they want. And there they go. Fragmentation sleeve grenade going into that structure. So it's quickly abandon it. But they can get back in. Maxim now sitting up. Trying to get some shots on those Sturmgrenadiers. But all the Sturmgrenadiers also pushing up. They're not being suppressed thanks to the heavy cover. They're holding for a good while. There we go. Now they're suppressed. That's going to force the Germans to pull back there briefly. Fontoviki don't want to stick around there, I think. Under accurate fire. But Saber's also trying to push up. Sturmgrenadiers taking some losses. We have a second squad of Fontoviki coming onto the field. Maxim's now sitting up here. Good to see Muro being quite aggressive with their Maxim, actually. And we see double MD08 here for the Volkssturm. The German machine gun of the First World War. Unique to propaganda. Manned by a Volkssturm, actually. Then you have a joke that the people who are manning the MD08 is the same people that crew did in the First World War. Which they probably are, to be honest, because they know how to use it, despite being really old men at this point. Still no sides really able to get the center points apart from the Soviets. They've gotten two of them. We're just giving them a little bit of a resource advantage. No grenade being tossed yet. Maxim also being pulled up here by the Soviet Union again. Still no body armor on them. I guess they don't need it. Ooh, we might have a flanking attempt here. Need to be quick though, because they have no cover. They've already been targeted, but Molotov does go off. That's going to force the Germans back. Give the Soviets a few more shots. But they're still going to get shot to pieces quickly. Oh! Not being merged their Volkssturm into the squads as a cheaper replacement. Because yeah, that's the thing the Volkssturm can do. They can serve as a very cheap way to get replacements. MD08 managed to suppress the Maxim, which is actually pretty funny. Oh, grenade down to MG08. Almost clearing out. But MG08 is gonna set up behind it though. Yeah, Maxim has to pull back. We also have a Soviet lieutenant on the field now, trying to provide some leadership to the front line. And the Soviets are pushing for the graveyard down here. The Germans are lacking in the men to just hold the entire front line at the moment. But I'd like to see the merging of Volkssturm into the squads. That's a very good way for propaganda to play, because it's so much cheaper. Do note, the models though that join, they will get the weapons of the squad they're joining, but they will retain the skill of Volkssturm, which means they're not going to be very good at aiming. Or very good using the cover, but it is a very cheap way to replenish. Like, it's only 9 manpower per model. That is exceptionally cheap. So it's much more affordable to do. So we have a Soviet artillery strike going on here. It's been a little bit to screen, I think. Soviets are still trying to press down here. Facing off against some Sturmgrenadiers and 2 Volkssturm trying to pull back. And here we have another squad with 2 Sturmgrenadiers leading 3 Volkssturm. You can see the Germans are pretty desperate. Actually, they don't inherit the guns of the squad they join. There's no Sturmgewehr here. Oh, they only have Kar-98s. So they don't actually inherit the guns. Do we see that on the... where are the Sturm Pioneers? I don't see the Sturm Pioneers. Oh, they're up here. They still have their Sturmgewehr from the squad here, though. That's very interesting to know. They actually do not inherit the guns, then. So do note that if you're trying to replenish lords with Volkssturm. Not having the squad leader with their Sturmgewehr can be a very big deal sometimes, I think. More barbed wire being laid up here, not sure what for. Just trying to deny the areas for the Germans, I think, if they ever push up. That's actually pretty smart. Maximus made good with his body armor, that's going to make it a lot tougher. 33% increased armor, which actually gives the infantry armor. Normally infantry do not have armor, but the shock troopers have an armor rating of 1, I think. Which means they can actually deflect, or not deflect, but they can survive small caliber bullets easier. Although I think a Kar-98 is not actually considered a small caliber bullet. It needs to be like submachine gun or pistol bullets. Still, it's better than nothing. Yeah, we can see the Volkssturm being pushed back there. MG42 heading out to one of the Sturmgrenadier squads. We also have another MG08 here. Applying more pressure, forcing the Soviets back. They still denied the fuel point for the Germans for a while. Maxim now tries to open fire, but that's going to be a very hard fight for it. That's a lot of squads around, and now there's an MG08 too. Yeah, Maxim has to just pull back. And we have some actual shock troopers coming onto the field, some shock Panzerviki. Armed with semi-automatic rifles and body armor. Maxim's trying to keep the suppression down here on the Germans. He's behind heavy cover here, except for 1 man. Not sure why he's out in the open like that. Trying to be bait. But so far the body armor is certainly helping. And the Maxim is certainly doing its job. Here we have the shock Panzerviki. Can be quite dangerous in medium to close range combat, as you would expect. MG is going to pin them now, yeah. The Maxim squad's been pinned now, but now the Panzerviki are arriving. Guy out in the open finally gets shot. So the officers also nearby. Now the shock Panzerviki here can actually be equipped with double DPM if you want, which is a pretty expensive upgrade, but it gives them 2 light machine guns to work with, which makes them quite dangerous. Personally, I like to go for a little bit of a mix when I have them, if I do have them. PBSHs are just handy to have, I think. Especially if you end up getting into close range. What's it been calling on the MG08, forcing it back? The Sturmgrenadier squad is just there's 1 Sturmgrenadier left in it. The rest is just Volkssturm. Oh! Shell lands nearby, but they don't take much damage thanks to the heavy cover there. And looks like they survive all the shells land around here. Here come the shock troopers coming up to support the Panzerviki. Maxim also needs to start helping. And he did this. Sappers also coming up. Panzerviki are taking some big hits there. Lots of machine gun fire being used here. Germans are using fanaticism to be a little bit more reckless. And it's so far helping them though. They're killing more of the Soviets by doing that. Almost killed the shock troopers. And so it's a little bit piled up here, which makes them easier to suppress. But the Maxim is certainly starting to whittle down to the Germans. Oh, that's one squad gone. Smoke being popped. Need to grab the machine gun and make a run for it. So that squad now has 2 machine guns. They can make a run for it. Smoke is certainly doing his best to cover. More Foxton coming up to help hold. So that is a Sturm Grenadier squad with double machine gun. That's a very strong fire support team. Maxim being rolled up again to support the Fonseviki. Quickly pulling up here and then opening fire. We have more pioneers on the side here. Sturm pioneers. With 1 Volkssturm squad member in it. That's a satchel. Denies that structure entirely. I don't think anyone wants to go into that structure. It's about to collapse. And the search any more sappers up here. Oh yeah. Are they gonna try and make a push up there? That's the question. Are they just gonna lay mines? Yep, they're just gonna lay mines. Good to see. In case they get pushed back up there, they are prepared for it. Also, Syscon coming out for the Soviets now. Good to see. They're prepared for any German light vehicles that might come their way. They can also serve as an artillery support gun, so that's handy. Soviets are still going to be able to threaten this field point. Lieutenant's actually going to move on to it. Still not a tank equipment from the Germans. Never mind, they actually have a pack. Never mind. Completely missed they had got a pack down here. We also have a Untersturmführer here. Actually standing right next to the pack. They're just going to try and hold the ground the best they can. Some more Germans moving into position. Another MG8 here. And here's the fire support team, I'm reckoning. Yeah, double machine gun. That's a lot of firepower. But the Maxim's doing a lot of work here. Looks like we have a truck coming up for the Soviets, probably to help replenishing in the front line. This time they have to move back to the base. Not that the base is that far, to be honest, but I understand the point of it. Typically calling on the Soviets, force them back.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Precision strike by looks of it, so it doesn't really hit that far away from where it's targeted. Shock troopers in their best here. Shock is now arrived to allow the Soviets to replenish. We can actually remove the gun shield from this thing. It's a pretty neat little thing. Truck now has increased resupply range. They can recuperate even further away. And the Soviets are pushing up here, laying more barbed wire as they move. Very near the mines. Just a little bit of a minefield here. So it's decided to pull back there. Just a full retreat by the looks of it. Ah, because artillery is coming in. Might as well just not stay, I guess. The Soviets still have the resource advantage because they hold 2 extra points. But the central point is still not captured by either side. We'll see how that goes. Oh, Soviets are taking straight up. Not getting anything out from the tier 3. They might be rushing for IS-2. Oh, excuse me.
Listen up, men.
And so the lieutenant still walks around. Being somewhat calm on the front now.
What do you need?
We're sending some troops to the northern flank here.
Lock bolts. Make safe and prepare to move.
Here's the fire support team, I think. No, this is not the fire support team.
To be deployed. Incoming fire.
So we have to pull back, but they have laid more minefields.
This shit now.
Sturm Grenadier side being equipped with minesweepers, and they're also clearing out the barbed wire. Very good to see. So as we capture the central points, but it's not going to give them that much of an edge at the moment.
Supply sector. The enemy is trying
Building there collapses finally. But hit by a single bullet that hit a certain nail on a certain point, and the whole thing collapsed. Yes, that's exactly how that works. No grenades being tossed yet. Good grenade assault, but the Soviet grenade did a lot of damage. That's an MG42 now. A much better machine gun than the MG08. Can fire 1,200 rounds per minute. Pretty damn lethal. There's still an MG08 down here holding the ground. So you don't know what the Soviets are planning. They might be rushing for an IS-2. They need to get Iron Fist upgraded then. Where's Iron Fist? Not sure what Iron Fist is. Armored Fist. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Shock doesn't have 85s anymore. Instead, they have the IS-2. Hands for J in the field. Yeah, I guess Murray's not played for a long time. These two players are pretty damn good when they play, as you can see. Pretty well skilled against each other. Probably causing some artillery strikes down here. And Panzer J from the Waffen is trying to push in the northern flank. So somebody have a lot to stop that on the northern flank at the moment. Samuro was trying to rush for an 85. That didn't really pan out. Instead they have to rush for an IS-2 instead, I think. Or just go for normal T-34. This gun's quickly being relocated. Has to move there quick to try and deal with that Panzer IV. So it's not being equipped with better grenades. But the MG42 is going to prevent any flanking. And the Panzer IV is cleared out the bunker there. And these are only anti-infantry mines, which are not going to do much to a tank. Lots of AP mines, actually. Oh, Sis failed to penetrate. Sis does have a fairly low penetration rate for being an AT gun. That's probably because it's multi-purpose. That's kind of the pros and cons of it. We also have a Soviet Capitan on the field. Ooh. Ooh, good high explosive from the Panzer IV, leading out the Sapos team. Not sure what the Capitan is doing. He has to be very careful here. He's trying to be a distraction. Maxim keeps the Germans off the center. Sapos all slowly pushing up. Ooh, anti-infantry grenades being tossed out there from the Panzer IV. Oh, Sis fails to hit. Oh, good shot there. Almost destroyed the Panzer IV in one hit. Oh, I don't know. A little bit of damage there from a deflection round. So we're still in this. So we still have the power to just be very persistent. Muru has to get 5 more command points before he can even get the IS-2, so they have to fight for quite a while. I mean, no tank, that could be dangerous, especially now that Gobbs is going for double Ostwind. I think Gobbs is realizing they're not going to see any tank for a while, so double Ostwind could actually help them break through. Germans will try and set up a good defensive position here. Yeah, and the minefield still needs to be reworked somewhat. I can understand that. And the firefight just continues here across the road. Germans are just waiting for the Ostwind to be ready. And also for the Panzer IV to be ready again, which it is. Pull back for repairs here. And the Soviets need to figure out something quick. We've got heavy mortar being rolled out. He needs a shotgun rifle, I think. Very potent Soviet weapon. Kapitan also space to try and hold. Max has to quickly turn around and deal with this Untersturmführer. He'll probably be able to pin him before... Yeah, pinned. That's going to be no artillery strike then. And now the 120 is firing. Oh, good first shot! When this thing hits, it hits hard. That's why it's a 120mm shell. Pretty damn big. Austin is pushing through down here. So he's not having anything to stop it down here. And Austin is pretty damn good at dealing with infantry. Oh, get close enough here for an AT grenade. But somebody needs to get close enough. Might have to back off in time. Here we have another assist gun being rolled up. So we need to work very quickly here. Panther Force now able to do another one and clears out the other assist gun. And now the Austin can just cause havoc here. The soldiers are prepared for handle this and they have to order full retreat. Have to reload it quick. As you can see, they're putting in the next magazine. Will clip. Then we have a second Austin coming in. Move! I think Nobs is going for it. Nobs is going for the base. We have a tank hunter squad coming out. Oh, they're killing everything in there. Oh! Get the Panzerfaust attempt. Succeeds. One Austin down. The Surge is still in a precarious position now. But the Germans are pushing up with enough infantry after this. And the Surge just need one more command point and we might see an IS. So they're going to use the Panzer IV as a distraction, I think. As the Austrian circles around. And the Structuralists have no anti-tank equipment. Actually, they do have a normal RPG grenade. Truck goes down. But now the Soviets can get the IS-2 if they have the manpower. Good shot there. And that's basically that taken care of. Panzer Force will quickly decide not to go in there, I think. Very well played there from Muru to hold the line. And the Germans are slowly trying to clear up the minefields. Which does take a bit, as you can see. What's still there? Do you think it's because it's a Volksturm? It might be because it's a Volksturm. That might be the bug. It's not because it's the Sturmpioneer themselves. It's because it's a Volksturm model doing it. That might be the reason. That might be an unforeseen thing. Which I guess kind of makes sense. The Volksturm wouldn't even know how to defuse a mine. IS-2 is in production now. Shotos trying to move forward slowly. But there's going to be a lot here to stop them. Once the IS-2 arrives, the Germans are going to have to quickly reconsider and do something else. To the destruction from the Mthis. Also being used quite vigorously here with the Storm Grenadiers. Trying to tag down the lieutenant before he can artillery strike. But he gets pinned down. Yeah, I think it's because it's a Volksturm model using the Minesweeper, not a Sturmpioneer. I think that's the fault, or the bug. Very niche little issue to have. Yeah, I don't think any progress is happening because it's a Volksturm though. I'm sure if it was a Sturmpioneer model doing it, it would be gone. But it's not a Sturmpioneer model doing it. What an unforeseen issue. Who could have thought of that? Damn. I guess that's one reason why not to merge your militia squads into full-on dedicated engineers. Yeah, because I don't think the Volksturm model has the animations to do it. I think that's the issue. Because usually the Minesweeper guy has an animation where he crouches down and defuses the mine, but the Fogster model cannot do it. It does not have the animation. That is funny. That is pretty damn funny, actually. Such unforeseen little things you never realize. So we're going in the Soviets though. Need to move quick. Or Precision takes out the Maxim. But the IS-2 hits the front line, and the Soviets also pushing down here while they can. I don't think the Germans are prepared for dealing. Yeah, there we go. You see? The Sturm Pioneers cleaned out. That's how it works. But now the Germans have to deal with an IS-2. I don't really think they have the means to do that easily. They kind of have to bomb rush with Panzerfaust, and not even that is guaranteed to work. Because the IS-2 has so much frontal armor. Looks like the lobby is going for several Panzer IV Js, probably trying to surround it. Probably his best call, or best method to do it at the moment. The IS-2 can only be in one place at a time and point his gun at one thing at a time. Like that. So it's quickly trying to get their points back. I'm not sure the Sturmgrenadiers want to stay there. Oh, and then they hit a mine. Oh, that's painful. We also have the T-34-76 coming up to support the IS-2 soon. Good to see. The Panzer IV is getting up. Now being Gubs, I think seriously the problem is that you merge Volkssturm into your Sturm Pioneers. And I think that's the issue. It's a very niche issue. Oh, IS-2 missed. Like, I bet you if this squad with the Sturm Pioneer using the Minesweeper here would go there, it would get cleared up pretty damn quick. More mines being laid here. Some AT mines. And so it's just taking down to hold the line down here. Germans are preparing for their force here. They need to coordinate pretty well to take out this thing. I do like to see the AT mines being laid though. So Serbs are prepared in case they get overrun by tanks. They are prepared. Oh, the Panzer Force on the move. They don't know about the extra AT mines that have been laid though. This can also move about a little bit. Artillery landing on the southern flank just to push the the Germans back a little bit. Because the heavy mortar has not been recruited yet. I actually think the heavy mortar got completely destroyed. Looks like it. I just need to move around a little bit carefully. Panzer Force ready to make a push somewhere. Good shot there. And 76 goes in for a shot, fails to hit. Ooh, T-34 is in trouble. That's it, the Germans still have the tank advantage here. They have a lot of Panzers. IS-2 is pushing up now. The Panzer Force have to be quite careful frontally against this thing. And IS-2 is not an easy tank to fight. Hag is present. And the Pag has to work really hard against the IS-2. Just got cleared out there. So it's quickly work to man some of these things again. Tempest can advance up here, another Panzer IV arriving. Now we can just play cool and wait for the most part, just get more tanks out. Murus has way too expensive tanks if they're gonna go for an IS-2. Going for more T-34s might be more advisable, but it's gonna be very hard for them to fight the Panzers head on. They have to just support the IS. You're gonna see another T-54 to support the IS by looks of it. And the Soviets are just preparing more defenses just in case. Panzer IVs are gearing up for a big push somewhere. But up north there's a mine, there's an anti-tank mine, so they don't know that. But you've had a few anti-tank mines hitting about. IS-2 on the move. As the Germans are spreading out, Storm Pioneers now ready with their minesweepers. They'll be able to spot the mines easily. The Germans just dug in across the center. The machine guns hold the south. And there's a lot of Panzer IVs right there. 4 of them. Even an IS-2 is going to have issues against that many tanks. It has 2 T-54s for support, which might be enough to cover its flank. Here comes the Panzers. There should be an 80 man somewhere. I think it's over there, but it's already been spotted. Ooh, tank guns are hiding. Needs to do something now. Good heat round there. T-54 gets cleared out though. Tank guns not doing anything. Looks like one Panzer IV got stuck there, hit a mine, I think.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad. One of our emplacements is under attack.
AP round being loaded here by the IS. Oh, not yet. Needs to decide on a target quick. The Panzer IVs just back off. They just have to keep their cool and wait. They're probably waiting to get that Tiger Ace to try and brawl with the IS. Well, the IS is slowly creeping up. And there goes the Panzer IV. AP round goes straight through it. Now I cannot find AP round for quite a while. Basically 2 minutes. I still could easily push up and take a shot at that 80 gun, I think. Let's playing some of the Bukage instead. Just gonna attempt at a push here from the Soviets. But the Sturmgrenadiers are just too dug in here. They're very dug in. And it's not gonna be an easy place to push at all. IS-2 pulls back for more repairs from this truck. Who's gonna make the next move? That's the question. Obviously moving that Panzer IV to the southern flank. We also have some Volkssturm Panzerjägers now arriving on the battlefield. These guys can sneak around, I think, actually, and can do a Panzerfaust assault. This is fairly unique. Basically, they all just fire Panzerfaust at the same time. Pretty damn unique thing to do. Not gonna lie. IS-2 makes a push for the center here. Kind of we expect of it. It is a breakthrough tank, but shot penetrated it. Has to pull back for repairs there. Doesn't want to overextend. But we do know there's a German Aufklärer team on the field. Some scouts. Panzer IVs push upwards now that the IS just to pull back for repairs. A bit risky to do, but I understand it. So it's hold on long enough. They might actually be able to get a second IS-2. Yeah, they just need the manpower sooner, actually. That could actually be a problem here for Nobby Gops. 2 IS-2s is better than 1. Artillery strike being had here by the propaganda tactics of the Sturmführer. In around here, evidently. Not really hitting much though. That's the problem with precision barrages. If the enemy moves, it's just not gonna hit much. Oh, we also have the Bogsturm Panzerjägers crawling around next to a wounded guy. Wounded scout by the looks of it. So it's probably just gonna save up for that other IS-2. We also have a Soviet recon team on the field. Both sides are just waiting to do the next move. Artillery being called in here on the German positions. Just another artillery strike here from the lieutenant. It's not going to be too much, but it is a lot of mortar shells. Also little mortar rounds coming in. Damaging some of the cover, but not enough. And Germans quickly run back to their positions.
Double-check batteries on that mine detector. Field gun standing by. Yes, comrade.
But I think the Soviets can see most of them. Yeah, they can see some of them thanks to the recon team. They know they're there. Here comes the German recon team. Ja, Clara. And we have the second IS-2 now being prepared. Can the Germans stop a second IS-2 when it's on the field? That's going to be the question. ISs are not easy to deal with. Especially if they can support each other. Oh, they have calmed down. That's a assist barrage. Officer does go in an artillery strike. The forces to try and pull back quickly. Just in time. Tag Ace has been called in. You can see the thing over here. Most of the Panzerjägers are spotted thanks to the recon team. And the IS has to be somewhat careful because the Tiger Ace can be a threat to it. The Germans pushing off to take out the IS soon. We might have the engagement happening soon. Tiger sets up over here. We'll try to shoot through the terrain. Fails. Yes, the Tiger. IS knows it can beat the Tiger if he fires an AP round on it. And I think the Tiger knows that too. Once the second IS hits the field though, that's going to be quite the pushing power the Soviets have access to. Where is it? There it is. Very potent vehicle. Oh, Tiger Ace has been spotted. Nice to quickly drive back into cover. They have to try to push south, but there's an IS-2 to stop them. They see the IS-2 mission and running around for it. I do not blame them. I would not want to run towards an IS-2 coming my way. That's like a recipe for death. Machine guns have been able to hold fire. Very good. So they won't reveal their position to the tank. Most of them going to move down on the northern flank. Tiger Ace and Panzer Force relocating southwards. It's a little bit of a fight of maneuvering now. They need to get the other one in a position they don't want before they can push. Which is definitely not easy to do. It's almost like watching a game of chess, where they're always trying to counter each other's moves. But either side is taking a piece. Or at least being very conservative and able to really prevent the pieces from being taken. Lots of risk. Ooh, Tiger is gonna take a shot. Here's the penetrate. Frontal armor of the IS-2 holds up today. But Germans keep pushing. They're going for it. Well, let's go against also Panzer IV in the center, trying to push it, but it's running into an IS-2. TV4 tries to get on the flank here. Oh, Panzer IV got on the flank of the IS-2. TV4 gets taken out by the Tigers. Panzer IV is almost about to go. IS-2 takes a long time to reload, as you can see. But it still gets taken out. IS-2 is no easy target. Looks like the Tigers took a big shot from something, probably an AP round from this IS-2. Never mind, not an AP round. Huh. What do you mean the Sysgun then? Sysguns, if the Panzer can do a lot of work. We have another Panzer IV being prepared, and now Goliaths as well. Ooh. We're gonna see a little bit of a mix of equipment here from the propaganda tactics. Propaganda does have access to some pretty interesting toys. And the Goliath is certainly one of them. It's like a small remote control bomb on tracks. That's it being exchanged again. And Mthis being paired here by the Soviet Kapitan. It's going to be 122. Not going to be the 152 by the looks of it though, but that's also a very hard one to get called in the right time. So this area is going to get flattened. Like hands down, 122mm shells about to come in. That should flatten that area pretty reliably, as you can see. Destroys the cover for the most part. There's lots of Soviets to push up a little bit. We decided to push back with a Panzer IV. We also have a Goliath waiting up here, which has been spotted. Panzer IV on the assault. Blitzing forwards. Forces the Germans back, not the Germans, forces the Soviets back. Using fragmentation rates. Takes out the Maxim team. And being very aggressive there with it. Panzer IV heading to the southern flank. So it's trying to figure out what to do from here, I think. I actually need to get some repairs back in the base. Oh, we also have conscripts on the field now. I guess Moore is now adding more bodies to the front line. I think Moore spotted a Goliath. Goliaths are so cheeky. It's nice to see them. Ooh, might be dead though. Because remember, the Goliath is not that armored, and that's a 50 caliber machine gun on top of the IS-2, which can pierce the Goliath no problem. The Goliath is pretty bad against 50 caliber machine guns. Panzer IV goes for the assault here. A little bit risky to do against an IS-2. I should just lose an AP round. Oh, they're gonna penetrate the shot though. Still the take out the Panzer IV, but now the Tiger is still going for it. Risky maneuver, that's also the IS-2 at the flank. Oh, this is gonna be bad for that IS. Tigers is just going for it. Takes out the IS. IS on the flank needs to be very quick here. It's waiting. There we go. Now it's waiting. It's just gonna load an AP round, I think. That's loading an AP round. Critical hit there on the Tiger. Oh, and an AP round goes straight through it. That's the power of the IS-2, everyone. Very powerful tank. Winning a Molotov with the German position. Oh, and a high explosive round. That's gonna allow the Soviets started pushing. Using one IS for taking out the Tigers. I feel that's worth it. Germans are in panic mode. They're grabbing 3 packs quickly. IS-2 can just push through now. There's nothing to really stop it. You see Goliath there, and this IS-2 does not have a Dushka on top. Which means if they actually do not hit this Goliath and it gets close, that could actually be a problem. Now the IS-2 is pretty damn dangerous. Looks like the Soviets are just kind of under control. Goliath got spotted. Stock G is being prepared behind us. Yeah, Germans make a comeback at this point, though, that's the question. As the IS-2 is being quite dominant at the moment. Oh, go straight through to the cache. As I said, it's a very dangerous tank. Like the true idea of what a heavy tank is supposed to be. A heavy breakthrough tank at that. The IS-2 can just take so much punishment and deal so much damage. But it still needs to be supported. This is where the constant stream of conscripts is going to come in. Stock G has arrived there. Those have prepared their pack guns, but they're all bunched up. Do you know why we bunched up against an IS-2? Because this is going to happen. Yep, that is going to happen. IS-2 is so much front lava. It's one of those few allied vehicles that the Germans cannot really fight reliably head on. He tried to get around it or get it stuck in a mine. Fighting this frontally is just not easy. And with the rest of the Soviets infantry also just pushing up now, they have a lot to just push with. Stock G needs to get into positions quick. Here we have another replacement IS-2 being prepared. Like, Soviet shock army is a pretty damn good command, as you can see. The stocks are present. AP round being loaded here by the IS. But stock just backs off. The Germans all bunched up though, that's a pretty prime time for an HE shell. Germans realize, and they pull back. Ooh, good shot from the back! That's gonna force that. Oh, and another good shot! This IS-2 is actually in trouble. Stock is gonna try and go for it. But gets hit in the side by a captured pack. Stock backs off. Gets cleared out by the captured pack. IS-2 pulls back for repairs by the truck. It's very hard to see who can win this still, but the Germans are certainly in the back foot. They still have a lot of units though they can work with. But so is grabbing a lot of territory. This gun now being used as an artillery piece too. And to apply more pressure. Infantry force being prepared behind us now. Germans are a little bit too bunched up, but the IS-2s are not at the front line yet. One of the minefield has been laid. And there's a lot of German infantry right there. And to pin down the SIS team, making them unable to run. Germans need to quickly get territory back. Need to find out that IS-2 before it gets firing again. You know where the IS-2 is and they know it's weakened. Oh, clears out the Sturmgrenadier squad still. They know where it is. An IS-2 arriving. AP round being loaded there. Oh, looks like he manages to back off. And now this pack is in trouble. Oh, good shot from the T-54. I guess hit and return. IS-2 misses. This starts to bring up more infantry. You have to just hit at the pack gun. Remember, being suppressed when you're an 80 gun team makes you take a very long time to fire again. You don't want to be suppressed at all. It's pretty damn hard to do your job when you're being suppressed. This gets slowly being loaded up now. IS-2 in the complete assault here. The Germans are very much on the back foot now, I feel. Pretty pushed there from the Volkspanzer. Jägers, but not really doing much to do for Brandflasche there. That might be the end of that stock. Oh, never mind. But I think the Germans are not going to be able to turn this around. Looks like Muro has kind of things held down. In a good game though, I'll say. These two players know what they're doing. They can certainly make battles be interesting. Plus the Swords are gonna do the coup de grace. Coup de grace? How do you say? Or coup de grace? I'm not sure. It's a French thing. T-54 is on the move. IS-2 is pushing him as well. Oh, cleaning out that pack team. One T-54 gets cleared out. The stocks are trying to work together here. Prime engine on one T-54. IS-2 is loading AP rounds, I think, or preparing to. The stocks cannot really do much to these IS-2s. Stocks are trying, but being hit by high explosive rounds sometimes enough to even completely damage them too. Those rounds are pretty damn big. I don't think the Germans can do much else. The IS-2s are just too healthy. If they can just keep pushing forwards, they can just drive into the German base. They even hit the base structures now. Well, the base half-tracks. I guess the base half-tracks is the word. The stocks are just not enough. The frontal armor is just too heavy, too thick. We need assault going out here. 40 HQ is about to go down. We need a brave attempt of the Germans though, but it's not enough. We just can't stop this. Takes out the 140 HQ structure. Stock goes down too. And now big up surrenders. Good game. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.